Do we have any sound now? We are still getting this set up. Okay, so now we're back up and working. Apologize for the late start here. We are down an announcer this morning, so the first couple jams here went uncalled. I am Carnage. I'm here, and I'm back. We started off the game with a jammer penalty going to Pop-Tart from the Undead. That's allowed the Rebels to get some points here in a hurry. We have about 22 minutes to go to our first half. Number 5, Nemesis, laying a hit on number 1, 2, 3, Diamond. Diamond is the jammer for Race City Rebels.
Safety going to Rebel, why not? You go to that and come support you. More. You can't beat it.
Starting our next jam, the Undead at 21 and Race City at 49. Pittsburgh Undead going for a team timeout. Skating in this morning's game for the Undead, number 0, Soul Reaper, number 10, All Kill, 100, Dragon Body, 17, Tot, 172, Jackson, 222, Damn It, Jam It, number 30, Omewrecker, 31, Pop-Tart, 333, Smashberry, 379, Thunderbottom, 47, Hanso, number 5, Nemesis, 510, Bad Bromance, number 66, Hebrew, number 9, Pit Bulldozer, at 96, Shaggy. Skating this morning for the Race City Rebels, a team with the green, number 12, Razor, 123, Diamond, number 19, Ragnar Rocker, number 26, Reed, 33, Kid, 34, Grimace, number 4, The Truth, 57, Rowdy, number 70, Doc Flatliner, number 73, Lynn, 823, Stretch, 831, Twinkle Beef, number 84, Wham, and number 88, Up and Atom. So we have a rolling whistle. Now our jam will start in just a couple seconds. That whistle starts the jam. Number 70, Doc Flatliner, is jamming for Race City, and Doc is our lead jammer. Number 96, Shaggy, jamming for Pittsburgh Undead. Shaggy is still on this initial pass. Okay, first scoring pass completed by Doc Flatliner. There's 4 points up for the Race City Rebels. Shaggy coming in for some points and is in the pack, but Doc Flatliner makes the call off. 4 points on the board for Race City. Shaggy scored 1 point as that jam was called off.
Back on to star 4 with cheerleader. Only 134 on that.
Number 30, Omewrecker, jamming for Pittsburgh. Omewrecker was taken out right around the pivot line and has to recycle. Number 19, Ragnar Rocker, jamming for Race City. Right now, lead jammer is still open. A lead was not given to Ragnar Rocker. There must have been a no pass, no penalty. Omewrecker with a star pass to number 10, All Kill. So neither of these jammers is lead. We're going to skate for 2 minutes.
All Kill is restored back.
All Kill being sent off on a forearm penalty. So Ragnar Rocker is on a power jam for Race City Rebels. Ragnarok are coming in for a couple points. Number 5, Nemesis lays a hit on Ragna.
Score that Mr. And go on the go around the outside of that.
It looks like the tagline might say it's Austin versus Gatekeepers.
Oh, I didn't fix that.
Okay, so that's been fixed. Okay.
Well, yeah, so we're both holding that. So we're going to get.
Okay, so you were doing this then?
No, no.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm not going to get, also, like, game over and over.
Yeah, we're down an announcer this morning, so that's why Cashman is doing this by himself. Yeah. And I guess Piggy's feeling kind of sick, so she'll be here about 9:30. Yeah.
So many beers at the after party last
Hey, it happens. It's the last day, and we're all kind of tired at this point. 31 Pop-Tart on the Jammer line versus number 12 Razor. And timeout called by our officials. Okay, very short timeout. We're getting back to the action here. And that starts the jam. Pop-Tart's up front, but working up against some of those blockers for 88. Pop-Tart's coming out with lead jammer. I grabbed that roster. No, that's not the roster. This is the roster. Don't mind me. It's too early. So Pop-Tart coming in for a scoring pass. He's taken out by number 831, Twinkle Beef. And Pop-Tart going for the call-off. Pop-Tart has 2 points, and Razor picking up 3 at the end of that jam.
Daddy would just stall on a party that he had. And pretty poor things,
Our next jam has started. There is a back block penalty being called. That is number 57, Rowdy. Both of our jammers are still on the track. Number 4, The Truth versus number 96, Shaggy. The Shaggy picked up lead but was sent out of bounds. The Truth being called off on a penalty, so this will be a power jam for Shaggy or Pittsburgh. Behind you with an apex jump. Right around turn 2 with a very quick 4 points. Shaggy be getting a second scoring pass with The Truth still seated in the box. This is still a power jam to Pittsburgh. And Shaggy signaling the call off. That's going to buy Pittsburgh a power start in our next jam.
And but another 3 points, 6 points, and 40, and that's 33.
Timeout called by our officials.
Over with the star more than that, and this family was starting to apologize with. Box, Garfield, man, moving out of and then it comes on. So
Okay, rolling whistle ends the timeout. We're still doing some track maintenance here on the jammer line. Coming out for this power start, number 30, Owen Record.
4, and that.
Owen Record moves to the front of the pack and meets a four wall of Grave City Rebels blockers. Jackson goes in there trying to break up that wall. The lead jammer is still open. Number 70, Doc Flatliner, starting the jam in the box, completes the initial pass and has lead. Doc Flatliner going in, scoring 4 points, heading past number 172, Jackson. And Doc making the call off.
4 points on the board for the end. Then go out to the start team, outside board, entry roll the end.
Okay, we're back to 5-on-5 now. Number 31, Pop Tart is jamming for Pittsburgh. Pop Tart's at the front of the pack, but number 1, 2, 3, Diamond, and number 33, Kid, are forming a defensive wall. 19, Ragnar Rockers for Ray City is jamming, but has gone off on a penalty. So now Pop Tart is lead jammer, and Pittsburgh has the power jam. Pop Tart on scoring pass gets past Diamond. There is a 4-point pass completed by Pop Tart. Now Ray City is down 3 blockers, 2 blockers, and a jammer. While Pop Tart comes out to under 4 points. So Pittsburgh still holding their own in this game. It's only a 39-point difference. A low block will be assessed to 1, 2, 3 Diamond. After that, Pop Tart tripping over Diamond's leg. Pop Tart coming back up and scoring 4 points. Three Kid with a hit that sends Pop Tart out of bounds. There's a whistle, so let's see what's going on with that. Okay, Pittsburgh losing Honcho to the penalty box. I'm sorry?
Oh, I was saying, looks like Honcho's got the box.
Yeah. Thought there might have been a penalty on whoever hit Pop Tart there. By 4 points. Got number 12. Yeah, number 12, Razor jamming for Ray City Rebels. And Razor is up front. Gets past on a 100 Dragon Body. Number 96, Shaggy jamming for Pittsburgh. Jackson going in trying to slow down Razor. Razor makes the call off. No points scored by either jammer. Pack advantage of this next jam going to Ray City Rebels. Pittsburgh is down their pivot in the penalty box. Owen Recker back out there to jam for Pittsburgh. And number 57, Rowdy, Jamming for Race City. Home wreckers, our lead jammer. Pittsburgh in control.
Now you're still looking at just a class lead line.
Home wrecker now coming in on scoring pass.
Go for
It looks like there's a star pass in progress from Rowdy. Yep. That star pass for Race City now going to number 84. Wham! So Olmec coming out, still scoring some points. There's another 4 points on the board for Pittsburgh. Wham is in the pack. We're 5'10" bad bromance doing some blocking in that defensive wall. Now Wham has scored 3 points.
This point on the board too low, man. 3 more than nothing. On then when start one young man, one is rock star. For the Undead.
Pop-Tart coming out to jam again. And it might be number 12, Razor. No, that's not Razor. That's number 19, Ragnarok. Oh, no, 70. That's actually Doc Flatliner. It doesn't look like lead was declared yet, so it might be available to Pop-Tart. We're not sure why lead is not called. Well, either way, Doc Flatliner was given a backblock penalty, so lead still open if Pop-Tart can get past this Race City defensive wall.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
It's right to the call. Pick up some really the demonstrate that. That physical line, defensive line that I got.
Pop-Tart certainly meeting some resistance. Number 88 up and Adam walking Pop-Tart out of bounds and forcing her to recycle at the back of the pack. Okay, Doc Flatliner coming back on the track from that earlier backblock penalty. Now Doc Flatliner beginning a scoring pass now. Pop-Tart being sent off on a trying to see from the jam ref what the hand signal was. Okay, you can't tell, but what we can tell you is that this will be a 2-minute jam now with Doc Flatliner able to score some points.
Well, the man was
15 seconds to go to our jam.
on the level.
Doc Flatliner on a scoring pass. Our jam time's out. Jim referee signaling 4 points for Race City.
Or gets rained a lot in 4 races building.
I think Doc had a track trying to
Right now, going breakers in the 3 wall, going down this side line of 3, now out of
19 Ragnarok
full rotary.
jamming for Race City and Shaggy 96 jamming for Pittsburgh. Pitbull Doja sent off on a forearm penalty. Forearm penalty is going to send number 831 Twindle Beef off the penalty box.
The hard pass, going to roll, Jim for the dollar.
96 Shaggy is our lead jammer, but right now it's a foot race. We are jammer on jammer.
Jackie comes in with the back out of the wild. Diving race wild, and reality, the hammer of record of the fan. 4 race.
Shaggy being recycled in the back of the pack. Number 123 Diamond coming out with a 4-point scoring.
And one thing that's blocked out, one race jammer.
Both of our jammers have 4 points, and Saggy makes the call.
That's a good lead on that, picking up 2 points on that, man. None going Rebels away from going 59. There's that.
About 6 minutes to go to our first half. The Rebels up 95 versus Pittsburgh's 59. Number 12, Razor coming out to jam for Race City. We have a timeout called by the refs. Very quick timeout. We're back in action.
That's just going to start. We took the first half. So far.
Number 5, Nemesis, hitting for Pittsburgh Undead. Nemesis is our lead hammer. Dragon Body sending number 12, Razor, out of bounds. Nemesis now in the midst of a scoring pass. Razor trapped behind the tripod. Pittsburgh locker. Oh, Nemesis taken down by number 19, Ragnar Rocker. The Razor has removed the jammer star. We're not sure if there's a star pass here. It doesn't appear to be. Now Nemesis meeting some resistance against Race City blockers. Number 823 stretch from Race City sending Nemesis down. Number 12 Razor has completed the initial pass. So Razor now beginning a scoring pass. Nemesis making the call off. 4 points scored for Pittsburgh in that jam. No points scored for Race City.
Nemesis put 4 points on the board. Combined with 3 Rebels over the other end, 4 and 4 watching the third down. Probably you saw 4 Rebels going to use top power marks for the Pittsburgh Undead.
Pop Tart coming back out to jam for Pittsburgh. Number 57 Rowdy jamming for Race City. Yes, it is. So it's going to be Pop Tart versus Rowdy. Pop Tart being dragged to the back of the pack. Rowdy is up front. Pop Tart sneaking through, picking up lead. Rowdy having some trouble getting past the defensive wall. Number 10, all kill with a hit on Rowdy. Rowdy being called off on a forearm. So this is a power jam for Pop Tart. Oh, Pop Tart being called off on a track cut. Now that's going to release Rowdy. We no longer have a lead jammer. This will run for 2 minutes.
Pop Tart will have to sit probably about 8 seconds or so. We do lose the lead jam, we're going to go the full 3 minutes as well.
Rowdy back in the action from that earlier forearm penalty. Number 0, Soul Reaper working up the front of the pack with number 9, Pitbull Dozer. Pop Tart also released from the box. So both jammers sat for short penalties because they are so close together. Pop Tart has 4 points for Pittsburgh. Soul Reaper shutting down number 57, Rowdy. And Rowdy was dragged to the back of the pack while Pop Tart coming out with another 4 points. Okay, that's right. We got a star pass now over to pivot number 123 Diamonds.
We do have a star pass.
Pop Tart trying to call up machine is not lead due to that track cut, so we timed out at 2 minutes.
4-1 going around the 4-1 jam, that 12-point jam for Pop Tart. Then 975, 24-point lead in 2 minutes. Think about 2 minutes out.
So it's a 24-point game. Pittsburgh certainly did some work to catch up that score. With 2 minutes to go to our first period. All right, looks like we got 96 Shaggy jamming for Pittsburgh, trying to get the number here off of the Race City Rebels jammer. That might be number 19, Ragnarocker.
Doc Flatliner, Travis E.
Okay, nope, that's number 70, Doc Flatliner. Pittsburgh losing Hebrew to a forearm penalty.
They ride out to the end of the first half, should you want to.
Doc Flatliner is in meeting a three wall with a smash bearing Jackson and number 100, Dragon Body. Shaggy out of the pack.
Doc Flatliner getting 4 points, break the 100.
Doc Flatliner house leads a 4-point scoring pass and is going in for another round of points. 4 points scored by Shaggy.
Power through a 4-point.
Doc Flatliner sent out of bounds right by turn 4. 4-0 jam at the end of that in favor of Race City.
Doc Flat.
Okay, 40 seconds to go to the first period. Looks like we're going to be able to squeeze one more jam out of this. Race City Rebels breaking the 100-point mark. They're at 103 versus Pittsburgh 79. We have an official review being called.
Using the official review as a timeout.
It looks like they're just using that review as a timeout to buy one more jam. We don't see any bench coaches or captains going out to talk to the officials.
Was the equal man for Doc Flatliner and then the Rebels 187-79, 27 seconds left. Great surge of the comeback here by Undead towards the end of the second round. They're down a bit more now. They're 29 right now. Not gonna be for 8 I went to the build line, everybody do that. And so was the captain Monday morning.
Okay, here's our rolling whistle. We'll be bringing you one more jam here before halftime.
Done that. Well, they're on to the floor.
I think I heard number 19, Ragnar Rocker, at 47, Hancho jamming from Pittsburgh.
Well,
Both of these jammers are trapped in the pack. Hancho does make some way to get up to the front, but number 84, Wham, doing some blocking. Despite all that, Hancho is our lead jammer. Our period clock has expired, so this jam will go to its natural conclusion.
But races. Something not at that.
Yeah, there's the pivot cover still laying on the track. That jam is called off. Looks like Hancho scoring 2 points in that jam.
one halftime.
And we are in halftime. So we're going to take a short break here for about 15 minutes. We'll keep the video feed going, but I'm going to take a short break. Back to you here when the second period starts.
Brad, hold
Our second half of our first game. Pittsburgh was the team in the race City Rebels. Rebels have to lead the game 107 to 81.
That then is strong for the Undead in the second half, dot flat line and the fourth race in the middle.
Second Doc Flatliner jamming for Ray City. And 96 Shaggy jamming for the Pittsburgh Undead. Doc Flatliner is up front.
Pick up lead down.
And Doc Flatliner is our lead jammer.
Then still looking to go back, kind of that into the front of there. Doc Flatliner doesn't get four.
Undead losing bad romance to a stop block penalty. Shaggy in the pack. Doc Flatliner, though, is out of scoring pass.
With Doc Flatliner, still don't to wait around the inside, picking up 4 more points. That's an 8-point jam so far.
4 points scored by Doc Flatliner on that scoring pass. And there's another 4 points. Shaggy still stuck behind this defense. Pitbull Dozier going for a hit on Doc Flatliner, sending Doc out of bounds. That jam is called off.
Wow. 15 points on the board for the round. 1 from 3.
A 16-point jam for Ray City. You've got home record on the jam line for the Undead. And Bragg the Rocker for Ray City. Another Ray City lead. Bragg meeting up with a 3-wall, a tripod at the back of the pack on this scoring pass. Wrecker is out of the pack and has completed the initial. Bragg the Rock with 4 points.
Another 4 point on the board for Bragg the Rock.
Record with 4 points. Bragg the Rocker now in the midst of another scoring pass. Gets past Smashberry. Another 4 points going up for Ray City on that scoring pass.
Shaggy as well, pick up 4 points, going point to point here.
Wrecker in the midst. And it's being blocked by number 1, 2, 3 Diamonds.
4 more.
No points scored by Omi. Another 4 points. 135. 4-point pass for Bragg the Rocker.
With the star for Ray City. Onset with 4.
Number 47 Hanso is our jammer for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh with the lead in this jam. Number 12 Razor jamming for Ray City Rebels. Oh, Hanso with an apex jump. Scoring a very quick 4 points now. We're on a foot race. We are jammer on jammer.
Almost scored working there.
Thompson working at full speed, taken out by number 823, Stretch Armstrong.
Another 2 points, and again, gets fouled off by Hanso. Beautiful, beautiful jam. 2 points going up this way as well.
Great City snuck in 2 points
Yep,
there.
yep. So Razor did sneak in 2 points at the end of that jam. So we saw a pretty big hit by Stretch Armstrong just as Hanso made the call off, and that's probably when Razor got those 2 points in. That's number 4, the Truth, back out there. Coming back from a very minor injury, jamming for Race City. But number 30, no, that's Shaggy, number 6, taking up lead for Pittsburgh. Oh, 4 points on the board for Shaggy. Number 4, the Truth, taken out of bounds on the apex and cuts the track. So the Truth will be sent off to the box, and now Shaggy on a power jam.
Down to power jam for the match.
4 more points on the board for Pittsburgh.
Breaking the 100 mark for the Undead, 137 to 103, 24.5 block.
Shaggy on scoring pass. No pack was declared. So Race City losing 1 blocker to a failure to reform penalty, and Shaggy calling that jam off. It looks like that jam was called off.
Before the started, acknowledge that those jammers needing long.
That might be called off while Race City's jammer is still seated for that track cut. So Pittsburgh is putting number 31, Pop-Tart, on that power jam. And Pop-Tart making it through the pack with no problems at all. Pop-Tart certainly had a bit of a power start, but now number 4, the Truth, is back on after that track cut. So both jammers back in action. Pop-Tart being shut down by number 34, Grimace.
Heavy job, and that takes on 4 from that pass.
4 points scored by Pop-Tart.
Here's when the method against the game. We do have a good quality and doing hard for.
He said something about straight. I don't know
What's really in here. So we
Oh, he told me and I forgot.
Armstrong.
Yeah, Ron doesn't play in the white shirt.
One sold for wow. That man must have some good night, but he might off.
So it looks like you got a. Looks like there was a star pass over to number 823, Stretch Armstrong. Pop-Tart making the call.
Four of them were A's. So that's what I think what happened. Because I
I'm
definitely
outlawed by our officials.
Probably every time off.
Our other announcer, Pinky, is back in the highs.
Voting and the jam and the
anybody needed anything.
so you don't know what.
I'm not gonna blame him.
Our Timmons back on. Pittsburgh has number 47, Hanso, off the jam. Hanso is our lead jammer. Number 70, Doc Flatliner, trailing behind Hanso, is not lead. Hanso now on a scoring pass.
Doc
Flatliner completing a 4-point scoring pass. Number 57, Raleigh, sending Hanso out of bounds right at the jammer line. To thank everybody tuning in to view our 9 a.m. game here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Just outside of Pittsburgh, hosted by the Pittsburgh Undead.
That you would starboard the Undead, Ragnarok, and four great running.
Team bench coach Zora calling for an official review.
I think for a little track maintenance there.
Well, that should be an official time. Oh, they shouldn't have to go in for a review for that. I think. Zora's going into the middle of the. Get the details of this review, and we'll bring it to you here as soon as we can.
We got 9 level check. I'm not letting my I'm not letting this. What's the go?
Official review called by the Pittsburgh Undead in what might have been a back block to blocker number 333, Smashberry. When the officials got together and talked about what they saw, there was no initiation to the back on the incident, but rather that the blocker who was perceived to be back blocked actually presented their back. So that review will be lost. No call will be issued, and we will bring you our next jam here in just a few moments. Okay, we're back in action. Shaggy on the jammer line versus number 19, Ragnarocker. Ragnarocker is our lead jammer.
Out. Bottom off the floor. And follow the same line as Ragnarok, but Ragnarok calls off the jam.
Jam called off on a matter of safety. Looks like Nemesis took a bit of a fall and needed to kind of regroup. So Nemesis is back up on skates and getting off the track. Nemesis will have to sit out for these required 3 jams, but we are bringing you another jam here. Our next jam will be number Pop-Tart versus number 12, Razor from Ray City. Running kind of a tight pack here for both of our teams. Neither of these jammers has gotten out yet. Pop-Tart is fighting to get up front, but has met a 3-wall of Ray City blockers, bringing Pop-Tart more or less to the back of the pack. Now Razor is up front. It was close there for a split second, but Pop-Tart is our lead jammer. Razor getting swallowed back up by the pack and is now running about half a lap behind Pop-Tart. So Pop-Tart going for a hole on the outside, but it's set up well for number 84 Wham. Pop-Tart making the call off. Razor has scored 4 points from that pass.
4.5.
It's nobody saw him.
I think you think that the Pop-Tart is she physically. You don't get it.
All that for the star for the Undead.
Number 30, Ohm Rector, jamming once again for Pittsburgh. And number 4, The Truth, on the jam line for Ray City. The Truth taking down the number 47, Macho. A high block being assessed to Hanso on a hit. And The Truth is our lead jammer for the Ray City Rebels. The Truth coming in a scoring pass. Dragon Body and Pit Bulldozer doing some blocking. The Truth is past those blockers and has scored 4 points. Old Wrecker not getting any mercy from those Rebels blockers. It's taken out of bounds for a minute. 88 up and at him. Now Old Wrecker trapped behind the entire 4-wall. Ray City's certainly strengthening their defense in this jam, keeping their lead in the game. Razor squeezes through on the outside. Sorry, it's not Razor, that's The Truth. Squeezes through on the outside, completes on their scoring pass. Pit Bulldozer quickly reforming a tripod, holding back The Truth. There's a star pass from Home Record over to number 47, Mike Honcho. Mike Honcho is scoring no points on that. The Truth filling out with a 3-point scoring pass completed.
You can talk to them, skip it to the public doc, so you either gotta make your way through, but start back on, or wait for your vendor to be free.
Top right liner would start for Radiant City.
Shaggy back out on the jam line. And I believe you might have it might be number 70. Yep, that's Doc Flatliner. Shaggy creeping up to the front, gets past number 57, Rowdy. 84 Wham going in for on Shaggy, but Shaggy's just a little too quick. So Shaggy's our lead jammer for Pittsburgh. Doc Flatliner getting
On the balance. No.
So our jam is still on. Doc Flatliner being called off on a penalty. Not quite sure what happened there. Somehow Shaggy and Doc Flatliner collided. Referees declared that there's a penalty being assessed to Doc Flatliner. So Shaggy is still back on the track and still scoring points.
You might need to go back to the Twitch and play.
Now Shaggy completing a 4-point scoring pass.
On to Twitch and on YouTube channel.
Awesome. So the time you saw correctly, go back. You can watch it again.
Okay, number 84, Wham, working the front of the pack. Tries to hold back Shaggy. Shaggy gliding the line, dancing on the track boundary. Completes that scoring pass. Now Doc Flatliner back in from that earlier penalty. And Shaggy making the call up.
People I had not swiveled when the women were all ignored. Three players probably whistled on the last one and slammed and one of them turned around. So now Doc Flatliner is playing one of them fly and get that flying speeders on the ball.
So the rest will.
Is called by our officials.
Just want to know what happened, so I tried out to get something.
Ryder on the star 4 race, so we use it in part 4. He was like.
Our timeout is over. Next jam will start here briefly. Pop-Tart on the jammer line for Pittsburgh. Number 19, Ragnarok for Ray City.
So Undead team with the Amanda mother do great people Walker and Common.
2-point game at this point. Rebels 172, Undead 140. Pop-Tart is up at the front of the pack. Now, number 33, Kid, the only thing between Pop-Tart and lead jammer. Pop-Tart comes out. We have a Pittsburgh lead in this jam.
The first half off target and then go to jam and thought it's important that like I had to go 3 now to make the entire game.
Pop-Tart sent out of bounds right around 2.5 and is recycled to the back of the pack. Ragnarok coming out leading the initial pass. No points scored for Ray City yet at this point. Pop-Tart in the midst of a scoring pass for Pittsburgh. Pop-Tart making the call off. So Pop-Tart has scored 4 points before that call off, so 4-0 in favor of the Undead.
which is points going to get that ready. 174, 13 going on.
Still lots of time.
That new star board is then reason for race the rebel.
Shaggy jamming for Pittsburgh. And that is number 12, Razor, jamming for Race City. Shaggy is 10 out of bounds. We have a lead going to Race City with number 12, Razor, in control.
Measured by also opening on the inside line, slide through to unique Razor.
All kill working at the front of the pack for Pittsburgh, doing some blocking on Razor, but Razor is still up on skates and has scored 4 points.
Getting recycled by Wham.
Razor coming in for a second scoring pass for Race City.
So when we go to do that, so when that now with the stars not state, it found that they had by the head.
Shaggy with a star stash completes that initial pass. And when Razor has 4 points for Race City as that jam is called. Oh, Wrecker jamming for Pittsburgh, and this might be number 4, The Truth, for Race City. So, Wrecker is called off on a penalty. So this will be a power jam now in the hands of Race City. Number 4, The Truth, the jamming. Now The Truth coming in on a scoring pass. And there is 4 points going up for Race City. Bad Bromance with a hit on The Truth. The Truth going for the call-off. Bad Bromance is sent off on a penalty. 2 points scored by The Truth at the end of that jam. And it looks like this might be a power start for Race City. Let's see.
Top flatland with a star for Race City. That was a 7-point jam for the Rebels. They're 187, 144. 11 left.
Yeah, this will be a power start now going to Race City as they send out number 7, Doc Flatliner, to jam. So right off the bat, things kind of go full speed ahead. Doc Flatliner gets through and gets lead. Pittsburgh losing number 172 Jackson to a penalty as that penalty box is beginning to was kind of full there briefly. Now Doc Flatliner coming out with 4 points, which means 4 more points going up for Race City. You can hear the penalty whistles kind of being blown now for some more of our skaters. Doc Flatliner coming up with another 4 for the Race City Rebels.
4 points on the board. From the bar for Doc Flatliner.
Oh, Rector completing his initial pass.
The little right.
Doc Flatliner getting past Bad Bromance and Pop-Tart and scores another 4 points. So far a 12-point jam, I believe. Doc Flatliner coming in now for another scoring pass. And that 4 whistles ends the jam. America coming out of that jam with 4 points, and that scoring pass for Doc Flatliner was 2. About 8.5 minutes to go to our game. Undead at 148. Race City Rebels 201.
Ragnarok, with the star for the Rebels. Honcho for the Undead. squad, not the latest league.
Number 47, Honcho, back out to the jam for the Pittsburgh Undead. Number 19, Rocker, is jamming for Ray City. Now, Rocker is taking on a bounce right around the pivot line and is being recycled to the back of the pack. While all that goes on, number 47, Honcho, picks up a Pittsburgh lead. Now Honcho's in on a scoring pass.
He did have a dart pass going to Washington.
And Honcho calls the jam off.
Put the ball on that.
2 points on the board for Honcho, nothing for Ray City.
Ray River star for Ray City Shaggy for the young guy. 7.7 left. It was 201 to 150.
Another thing is Trevor.
51-point difference now. Razor, number 12, on the jam line for Ray City. And 96, Shaggy, is our jammer for Pittsburgh. Razor is up front for number 66, Hebrew. 100, Dragon Body are holding Razor back as much as they can. So no lead is yet declared. It looks like Dragon Body goes out of play. So Razor picking up lead jammer for Ray City.
Ever.
Shaggy picking up some speed and forcing the call off.
Point on the board to the Rebels, and then
Rebels now up over the 200-point mark. They're at 203 versus Pittsburgh's 150. Pittsburgh has Pop-Tart out to jam against number 4, the True for Ray City Rebels.
Two Undead blockers out there, the 2 different penalty box starting this. It's going to be a little bit difficult with the full strength.
Kind of a tight defense right off that jam starting whistle. Pop-Tart is up at the front, but Ray City's blockers quickly reforming and swarming Pop-Tart, effectively holding her back, while number 4, the Truth, squeezes out that lead. Now both of our jammers are out and on a foot race. Pop-Tart meeting an entire floor wall of Ray City blockers. Still getting a couple points at the end of that jam, bringing them up to 153. 3 points. The Rebels at 204. We've got Doc Flatliner out there again for the Rebels. And Shaggy?
With the star going in home roster.
No, that's Homewrecker. Homewrecker is jamming for Pittsburgh, but is being shut down by the Ray City Rebels blockers, while Doc Flatliner has another Ray City lead. The Doc Flatliner scores those 4 points.
Trying to pass on the middle of the crease. It's up 4 points on that pass.
The numbers are being called for the penalty.
Okay, so Homewrecker being called off for a penalty. Pittsburgh losing their jammer now. So this is a power game for number 70, Doc Flatliner. Ray City in now on a scoring pass. Doc Flatliner with an apex jump. There's 4 Ray City points going up.
Where did that Doc getting all those points in there.
Doc Flatliner taking full advantage of this power jam while Homewrecker was called off for that penalty. So there's another 4 going up for Ray City with 4 minutes to go to our game. Homewrecker re-entering the track from that penalty. Now both jammers back in action. I don't believe Homewrecker has completed an initial pass. Homewrecker with an offensive hit on number 70, Doc Flatliner, and we're doing the old to drag the jammer around to the front of the pack routine. Right. So Homewrecker re-enters the pack from the front, dragging Doc Flatliner all the way back. So they were 1 lap behind. Umricker getting a hard hit by number 26, Reed. That hit by Reed was not legal, so Reed will be going to the box. Umricker lost that Jammer Star, so no points were scored by Omi in that jam and that scoring pass. Now we are at 2.5 minutes to our game.
Absolutely.
Okay, timeout being called by the Pittsburgh Undead. They're at 153, and the Racing Rebels at 227.
Such a manly press for this tournament. Big shout out. And he has been on the rep for, I can't even, I try to watch as many hand signals as I can. Sometimes I miss them. I never miss anything that's actually freaking clear.
I just see all the London playing ship out there, and steer the very respectful to all the initial running and question whether, what they saw and what they saw was. So there's a lot of mutual respect amongst everybody out on the track. The whole weekend has been like that.
Absolutely, I'm definitely. I've been to other derby events and tournaments where question things if it got more points or not as many. Just look good.
That was nice. That was real good.
There's a rolling whistle or a timeout coming to an end.
A couple years for it.
Everyone children and back on seats.
Oh, I love it.
Our jam has started. Number 47, Hanso, is on that jammer line against number 19, Ragnar Rocker. Hanso is our lead jammer for Pittsburgh. Hanso still stuck on this initial pass. Number 5, Nemesis and Bad Bromance holding Hanso back, holding Ragnar Rocker back. Bad Bromance being called off on a penalty.
Oh, they're doing the two boxers speeding up. One hand is going to the corner.
Hanso finding a hole on the inside of the apex, scores 4 points to Pittsburgh. And Hanso with a failed apex jump. Hanso tries to jump the apex right around turn 2, but landed out of bounds.
One little 91 there. Fleeing around Bruce at the last second.
Ragnar Rocker has scored 4 points.
That huge records from that out there. Now we're seeing
Hanso is still stuck on the scoring pass and is taken down. That jam is called off.
Not to recall, we got 7 points going the Undead way, 8 going around 35, 160. No, 1 minute left to do scoring.
It looks like Gray City is putting out number 1, 2, 3 Diamond. Now we've seen Diamond take the pivot quite a bit in this game. Not really jamming a whole lot, but we have seen Diamond do some jamming this weekend. Pretty tight pack off this jam starting whistle. Number 0, Soul Reaper, jamming for Pittsburgh. Soul Reaper sent out of bounds. So the lead jammer position is still open. Diamond trying to get a hole through the defensive wall. It's close, but I see a green lead. Race City has their lead jammer.
But with the call off there, we have to turn off.
Okay, Diamond gets lead and makes immediate call off on a 0-0 jam. We have 11 seconds to go. And Pittsburgh's bench calling for a team timeout to buy one more jam out of the game.
Nobody out in the grass. We'll have a timeout. That's probably what would have happened with them.
This next gen will have number 96 Shaggy versus number 12 Razor. With our game counting down to the end, I'd like to thank everybody who's tuning in for our 9 a.m. game. We do have several different games going on after this. Our second game of the day at 11 o'clock will be Toronto versus Austin. Our 1 o'clock game will be the Pittsburgh Zombies versus the Monster Mashers. And then at 3, our championship, our final game, St. Louis Gatekeepers taking on Magic City. So there's our rolling whistle. We will start the final jam in just a couple seconds. And we're off. The jam is started. Razor picking up a Race City lead in the final jam of the game. Shaggy getting a bit of a tumble and is taken down in the pack. Razor going for the call off. So a very quick nothing jam, and that brings us to the end of the game. An unofficial score right now of Undead 160 and Race City Rebels at 235. When the officials declare the final score, we will update you, and we'll take a brief break until our next game.
Of course, we do pictures, you're gonna be there, and then you take a picture here in just a minute, so we got the official. Let's go out.
I'm gonna grab these beautiful medals.
Okay. That rolling whistle makes it final. Undead at 160, but the Race City Rebels taking the victory at 235.
That ref maybe see.
I'm Carnage. I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in at an early hour of 9 a.m. Eastern time for this game. I'm going to take a short break. Most of our announcers are losing our voices at this point. Our next game will start in about half an hour. Thank you.